What is up, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? Stephen Ryan back for another video. Oh man, have I been worked up the last couple of days. And I mean really fucking worked up. So when I was kind of going over the kind of topics that I was going to talk about, like in the last couple of days, like I kind of like in the couple of days kind of coming up to a stream, I kind of like to think about the topics that I'm going to be talking about, and you know, kind of solidifying kind of what I'm going to say and how I'm going to say it and stuff like that, right? And I seen an awful lot of this sort of discourse on TikTok. And all but one of them had their kind of stitch and shares off, so you couldn't kind of react to the video. You like could of course kind of green screen it, but it's a anyway. We're going to be talking about the ceasefire first. Okay, we're going to be talking about the ceasefire first, because do it in order of what's kind of happened over the last kind of couple of days since my last stream. It's a recurring theme though that we're going to be kind of talking about, and that is that Trump is either giving himself credit or people are giving him credit for things that he didn't fucking do. Like, he just straight up did not do. So in relation to the ceasefire bill, it's phase 2 of the ceasefire bill that Biden kind of brought into effect, or he first announced that he was going to be doing this in May of last year. Biden announced that he was going to do a 3-phase plan. And phase 1 was kind of, they were already at the starting point of phase 1. Now it's taken quite some time for them to get to bringing phase 2 into it. Now the reasons why they have been taking so long to bring phase 2 into it is, despite what the media will tell you, Israel has not agreed to almost a single part of it. The people in Gaza, Hamas, have agreed to ceasefire deals. They have agreed to every single point of this process since Biden first announced it. I think it was only hours, or maybe it was a day after Biden first announced that this plan was going to be happening. They basically said, yeah, absolutely, let's fucking do it. But it was Israel, it was Benjamin Netanyahu who was kind of holding this up at every single fucking turn. He was always constantly saying, no, we're not going to do it, or just, you know, pushing, like doing something to stop phase 2 of this plan coming in. Now, just before anybody fucking says anything, am I saying that Trump had zero involvement? No, I'm not saying that he had zero involvement. He had his own kind of would-be investigator or would-be kind of diplomat that was going there and was talking to both sides, or was trying to get the kind of process moving along and stuff like that. And then, you know, he also said some very harsh words that, you know, there was going to be hell to pay in the Middle East and whatever else. Am I saying that I am under any sort of delusion that did nothing? No, I'm not. What I am also saying is that I am willing to give Trump 10% credit. And that's probably being generous. Like, make absolutely zero fucking bones about this, guys. Trump is not the reason why the ceasefire deal in Gaza happened. He's absolutely not. To say that he is to take away a genuinely good thing that Biden did and that Biden was responsible. Look, am I happy with how Biden has dealt with this in its totality? No. Of fucking course not, I'm not. But am I saying that this is an objectively good thing that he got fucking done? Yes, absolutely. It should have happened an awful lot sooner. Biden should have put a shit ton more pressure on Israel to sign on to phase 2 of this deal, and maybe we would be even in phase 3, if not, like, you know, had this situation completely dealt with before even the last election. Because I guarantee you, if they had done that, the election very may well have turned out differently. So, you know, is it... The fact that people are trying to give Trump credit for this, I mean, it's just absolutely ridiculous. Look, guys, I've talked about Israel and Palestine on my channel before. I have done debates on Israel and Palestine with Kay Fellows on Modern Day Debate. I might have that linked in the description a little bit later. Or you can go onto my channel because I had it mirrored there. I am unbelievably fucking passionate about this issue, and it's simply just because I am Irish. Obviously, look, like, it is only a benefit that I'm a humanist, that I'm a humanitarian, that I care about the betterment of people. I'm anti fucking genocide. It is there's a lot of kind of other reasons, we'll say, but it is mainly because I am Irish. It is so, like, I can't tell you how unbelievably lucky the vast majority of people are, the vast majority of other countries are, that they have absolutely zero iota of what it is like to live under occupation from a different country. I don't personally, but it is in the bones, it is in the history of my country. We were under British occupation for so long, and even the history on why or on how they treated us is, I don't necessarily want to say whitewashed, but is just, like, parts of it are just fucking made up. Like, it was taught to us that, like, oh, that there was, like, a bacteria or a disease that got into the crops here. And that's why, and, you know, it whittled it down to that we could only eat potatoes. And then the disease got into that, and then that's what caused the famine. No, that's absolutely not what fucking happened. The British stole our crops. They poisoned our supply of the remaining food, which caused the Great Famine. So Irish people have an understanding, at least historically. It's in the bones of our country. We know what it is like to live under occupation, to have an occupying country starving you, not allowing aid from different countries, food, medicine, healthcare, to come in from other countries. We know what that's like. So I am unbelievably passionate about this issue. This should have been solved fucking decades ago. Now that's, listen, a little bit of that is kind of pie in the sky, kind of, you know, wishful thinking. But at least this should have, like, this should not have gone on nearly as long as it has. The events of October 7th, I have heard about this magical date. Now, there's very little information about what happened on that day, but, you know, I've heard some reports of what's happened on that day. This did not start on October 7th. Israel and Palestine have been feuding for like 75 years, possibly even more than that. This has been going on for so fucking long, and it's only now that when something massive happens, that the world starts to pay attention. But I guarantee you, though, it's not just that the world kind of looked at what was happening in Gaza, but an overwhelming majority of people are now kind of switched on to, hang the fuck on, Israel's committing a genocide there. I'm not going to say that I was one of the fucking, like, other people that knew about this issue long ago. I'll be totally fucking straight up and transparent with you guys. I didn't. Not because I didn't fucking care, but it was just because it wasn't... I mean, like, completely and utterly wrongly, and I mean, the media is just, like, even if it was just this issue alone, which it absolutely isn't, but even if it was just this issue, they have done the people such an overwhelming fucking disservice in not accurately reporting on what's actually happening here. We knew almost instantly when it was Ukraine via Russia. We knew almost instantly about what was happening there. Why didn't we know about Israel and Palestine? There was some people who knew. There was some people who knew. Some people who knew that like this was... But I'm talking about, like, this is in the forefront of everyday conversation, where absolutely everybody knows about it. You can't honestly tell me that, like, this was talked about at the fucking kitchen table when you were catching up with, like, friends or family. When, like, current events kind of make its way into the conversation. You can't tell me 2 years ago that people were talking about is that, like, that they were talking about Israel and Palestine. You can't tell me that, because it just wasn't happening. The media has done an unbelievable fucking disservice about talking about this, and you know, they absolutely share an awful lot of the blame here. But to say, I want to kind of share a screen with you guys, because so there he is. There's the man himself. There's Biden. This is dated June 1st, 2024. Was updated 8 months ago, right? So on Friday, May 31st last year, laid out a oh my god, no, go back. Laid out a 3-phase ceasefire proposal from Israel to Palestine Islamic group Hamas to end the war in Gaza that has killed tens of thousands and caused a humanitarian crisis. The order calls for a ceasefire to release all Israeli hostages and Palestinian prisoners, and the reconstruction of Gaza. Right? Phase 1. Ceasefire, limited hostage release, and Israeli withdrawal. So Biden said in the first six that the first phase of Israel's offer would last for 6 weeks and would include a full and complete ceasefire and will withdraw from Israeli forces from all populated areas of Gaza, and the release of a number of hostages, including women, the elderly women. Blah, blah, blah. That's fine, right? Biden added that in this phase, Palestinian civilians will return to their homes and neighborhoods in all areas of Gaza, while humanitarian assistance will increase 600 trucks carrying aid into Gaza every single day, right? That's all fucking wonderful. Phase 2, that's what's going into effect right now. So phase 1 was like, even the baby steps, even the introduction to phase 1 was happening in May of last year. It's only now that phase 2 is happening, which is the release of all hostages. Now, there has been a little bit of update. Obviously, this article is 8 months old, but there has been other articles now where prisoners from both Palestine and Israel are now being released, and that's all fucking... So phase 2 is starting. It is 100% starting. Biden calls the second phase a permanent end to hostilities. However, he added that the negotiations to arrive at the second phase will take longer than 6 weeks, and there is going to be differences between the two sides. Yes, of course. Now, I have seen an awful lot of other people who were kind of saying, like, oh, well, why did this take so long? That it was introduced back in May. Why is it only happening now? Because there are 2 other fucking groups involved, you ignorant fucking dope. Like, what? Like, in what fucking world are people living in where they think that this is just gonna fucking happen at the blink of a fucking eye? There are 2 other groups involved, you morons. Of course this wasn't going to happen in the blink of a fucking eye. Biden is saying there that it's going to take longer than 6 weeks. Now, should it happened before? Now? Absolutely. But at least there is, like there's acknowledgements ahead of time that this is not just going to happen straight away. It's not just going to be a fucking blink and you'll miss it and phase 2 is implemented. Israel will want to make sure that its interests are protected, while the proposal says the negotiations will take longer than 6 weeks from phase 1. The ceasefire will continue for as long as negotiations continue, Biden said, which will mark a new development from previous proposals. So let's go into phase 3, which is the reconstruction and bodies returned. In the third phase, Biden said that a major reconstruction plan for Gaza would commence, and any final remains of hostages who have been killed will be returned to their families. Biden said that Israel has devastated Hamas forces over the past eight months, adding that at this point Hamas is no longer capable of carrying out another October 7th. I don't know what happened on that day. People keep talking about October 7th. I mean, like, maybe you guys in the comments can fill me in. You know, like, it's weird that one date just keeps popping up. In the deal to rebuild Gaza, Arab nations and the international community will also participate in a manner that does not allow Hamas to rearm, Biden said. He added that Washington will work with its partners to rebuild homes, schools and hospitals in Gaza, where the war has displaced nearly the entire 2.3 million population and caused widespread hunger. Which is okay. This is all in quotes, right? All of this is all in quotes, which is fair enough. But for some reason, Biden doesn't absolutely fucking specify. He doesn't go into detail, doesn't go into, like, you know, back that up by saying, yeah, it was Israel, by the way, who forced people into widespread hunger, who stopped aid from coming in. It was always Hamas. They were always the fucking bad guys, whatever else. Listen, I am not saying that there is one completely innocent party and there is one completely guilty party. That is not even remotely what I am saying here. But at the same time, guys, I mean, like, a fucking blind man can see that there was a genocide that there was a genocide being enacted by Israel towards Palestinians. So, but yeah, I mean, like, this was all Biden's plan. This was Biden's plan that he outlined in May of last year. May. And now, because it's finally happening a couple of days before Trump is to take office again, Trump is getting the credit. Why on earth would he be getting the credit? He was not part of the negotiations. He was not part of the drafting of this, of the 3-phase plan. He was not part of any of it. He wasn't even confirmed to be the presidential nominee in May of last year. He hadn't started a single fucking debate. The first debate against Biden was at the end of June. I mean, this is ridiculous. To say that that he had any involvement with this at all. Sure, he said that he was going to take over, and he said that he was going to, you know, that, like, he was going to work as well to try and end this. 100%. That's absolutely fine. And as I said, I will give him his 10% credit, but that's all I'm going to give him. And as I also said, 10% is probably still too fucking generous. So the idea that he had any fucking role in this, that he has any credit above 10%, to be thanking Trump and to be leaving Biden out of the conversation, I mean, it's just ridiculous. It's insane. And when he was asked about this, when he was doing a press conference, Biden, when he was doing a press conference about this, and a reporter asked him, who is to take credit here, you or Trump? And he turned around and he gave us one last meme on his way out the door, and he said, is that a joke? 100% I completely fucking agree with them. Is that a joke? Are you actually kidding me? Of course it was Biden. Of course he should get the fucking credit. Because whether or not Trump kind of finally get, like, whether Trump, his comments was the straw that broke the camel's back, Biden implemented this plan. He's the one that got the ball rolling. He's the one that started this. It is fucking, it's lunacy to say that this is that Trump should get the majority of the credit when he wasn't even in fucking power. I mean, it's just fucking laughable. It's insane. You need to take a slight breather. Fuck. Okay, so the second part of tonight's stream, and this is where I'm not necessarily borrowing from any sort of conspiratorial, like, anything, but at the same time has some serious fucking, like, red flags of this. TikTok was banned in the US for like 8 hours, and then it came back. So initially, I'll see if I can try and fucking find it actually, because okay, no, I actually can't. I actually can't find the notice that popped up on people's accounts. So basically, if anybody in the US will say this morning when they like woke up, like first thing in the morning, when they woke up, they would have got a message that said, due to a recent ruling or a recent kind of law or something like that, that TikTok is not available in the US. But then they said, we are working with President Trump. That's your first fucking mistake. He's not president yet. Trump until tomorrow, he is still a private citizen. So I'm sorry, you're wrong. So he's not president. President Trump will be, we are working with him to try and get TikTok implemented again. And then, a little bit later on today, I also couldn't find that image, it said, we're back. And then thank you to President Trump. Again, it's your first mistake, but for the second time, he's not president. Thanks to him, in preparation for him doing an executive order, an executive order to overturn a ruling by the Supreme Court, which is above the presidency. I don't know how that's going to work, but I don't know. Stay tuned, maybe, and we'll find out exactly the wording of the executive order, exactly what he can do. But to the best of my knowledge, I don't actually know if he can do anything. But anyway, that you can now go on to TikTok. So if you were in the US and you have the TikTok app installed on your phone still, open it up. You can go on TikTok. There's no problem. There's no issue. It's just like it was this day last week. No problem. However, it is also like this unbelievable fucking effort to give Trump just credit that he just absolutely does not fucking deserve. TikTok says it is restoring service to US users based on Trump's promised executive order. Now, again, we've just talked about that. I don't know what what is going to be in that executive order. I think that you guys can see that. I'm going to make it just a little bit bigger just in case you can't. So TikTok said Sunday that it will, that's today, that it will be restoring service to users in the United States just hours after the popular video sharing platform went dark in response to a federal ban, which President-elect Donald Trump said he would try to pause by executive order on his first day in office. Trump said that he planned to issue the order to give TikTok's China-based parent company more time to find an approved buyer before the full ban takes effect. That's what he can do. Now that I'm kind of remembering this, that's what he can do. So Trump can sign an executive order to to stay the ban, to pause the ban of TikTok for 90 days. And that's going to, in their minds, give them enough time to be able to find someone who is going to buy TikTok, because they don't like the fact that the parent company is in China. Trump said that he planned to issue the order to give TikTok. He announced the move on his Truth Social account as millions of US TikToks users awoke to discover they had no longer had access to the TikTok app or platform. Google and Apple removed the app from their digital stores to comply with this law, which required them to do so if TikTok parent company ByteDance did not sell its US operation by Sunday. The law passed with wide bipartisan support in April and allows for steep fines. The company that runs TikTok in the US said in a post on X that Trump's post had provided the necessary clarity and assurance to provide service users that they will face no penalties, providing TikTok to over 170 million Americans. Some users reported that soon after TikTok's statement that the app was working again, and TikTok's website appears to be functioning for at least some people. Even as TikTok's was flickering back on, it remained unavailable for download in Apple and Google Apps Play stores. Neither Apple or Google have responded to messages seeking comments on Sunday. So that's kind of fair enough. Basically, Google and Apple have to take the app off of their platform. So even if you still had TikTok installed on your phone and you reopened it then kind of recently, you can now scroll TikTok just the same as you did before. But here's my issue with it. And it's not just an issue in the sense that it seems a little bit kind of weird that people are giving Trump credit for this, even though he isn't president yet, and they're calling him President Trump. They're literally addressing him in the error message that popped up when you opened TikTok. It's not even just that. It's the fact that they are specifically and directly referencing Trump. When he is not president, he is a private citizen. Albeit a very popular one, he is a private citizen. He does not have any presidential powers. He will do tomorrow. At this exact time that I am streaming at right now, at this time tomorrow, 24 hours from now, he will have those powers. But right now, he doesn't. And when TikTok opened up for people in the US again, he did not have those powers. So to be crediting Trump, to be thanking him for doing this is just fucking false. It can't be because of him. It can't be. And it's not because, listen, it's not because I'm just unwilling to give him credit and I'm so much of a lib and I'm so much of a never Trumper that I will just never give him credit for fucking anything. Trump in 2020 signed an executive order that started this entire thing in the first place. If Trump hadn't signed that executive order 4 years ago, we would never be talking about TikTok being banned. Never. At least not right now. Maybe sometime in the future of an alternative universe where he never signed that executive order, we might be talking about it, but we wouldn't be talking about it now. So, I mean, this is almost the exact same as, if you break into someone's home, right, and you pour a bunch of petrol around, or gasoline, sorry, I have to translate this. If you pour a bunch of gasoline around the place and you set fire to a house and you're standing outside on the pavement and you're looking at the house engulfed in flames, and then you're kind of patting your pockets and you're thinking, oh shit, I left my phone in there. So you left your wallet in there, and so you take out your phone and you call the fucking fire brigade, and they go out and they put out the fire, and miraculously your wallet has survived. Do you think that you should get credit for calling the fire brigade that then ultimately put out the fire that you started? No, abso-fucking-lutely not. You don't deserve credit for that. So to say, so Trump started the fire and then called the fucking fire brigade. He doesn't deserve credit for saving the platform that he paved the way, that he took the first step on the road to TikTok being fucking banned in the first place. You don't get fucking credit for that, my dude. Like you just don't deserve credit for that. I'm not one to make conspiracies. I swear to fuck I'm not. I'm genuinely not. If you are a friend of the channel, or if you know me IRL, you know that I am not about conspiracy theories. But I swear to fucking God, if this came out in 2 to 3 years' time, that all of this was just a massive stunt, a political stunt, in order to try and somehow boost Trump's approval rating, even though he's already fucking president, and as soon as he starts signing executive orders, his approval rating is going to dive off a fucking cliff. I would not be in the least bit fucking surprised. Not in the least bit surprised. I am so sure of this. I am willing to put down money that Trump had, that this was all somewhat of an inside fucking job. That this was a complete and utter stunt. Because how in the number one living fuck does the CEO of TikTok sit in front of Congress as a Singaporean and have them constantly fucking shout back to them, well, have you worked with the Chinese, have you worked with the Chinese Communist Party? Do you report directly to the Chinese Communist Party? No, Senator, I'm Singaporean. They accused, it's Jesus fucking Christ, the man looks slightly fucking Asian, and so you just assume he's Chinese. So just getting rid of the fucking racism, just putting that aside for just 2 minutes. They asked him, I am not fucking, I wish I was joking. I wish I was joking. I wish that I was being satirical. I wish that I was exaggerating. But I swear to God, one elected member of Congress asked the CEO of TikTok, if you are wearing earphones, so like AirPods, Galaxy Buds, whatever you have, and you open TikTok, does TikTok have access to your brain? I wish I was fucking joking. I am maybe slightly paraphrasing, but that is what he fucking said. That is what he said. I swear to fucking Christ, I'm getting ready to say some. Listen, guys, you know that I am uncensored, and you know that I don't fucking use any sort of fucking. They also asked him, this one other fucking guy, if TikTok can gain access to the home Wi-Fi network. We made this man sit at a table for 4 hours twice and listen to the most brain rot infested, the stupidest, most ignorant, most fucking low IQ fucking troglodytes ask him fucking questions that a toddler could tell you the correct answer to. Yes, of course TikTok can access the home Wi-Fi network if you have your Wi-Fi on your phone turned on. But guess what, fucking genius? So can Facebook, so can fucking Instagram, so can Twitter, so can a fucking mobile game that you downloaded so you can play it while you're taking a shit in the fucking toilet. So can my fucking calculator app for some stupid reason. Almost every app on your phone has access to the home fucking Wi-Fi network when you have your Wi-Fi turned on your phone. This is a sitting congressman who's asking this guy these fucking questions, and he's looking at him just like, I'm literally surrounded by idiots. And this guy, I swear to fucking Christ, I would have given him every amount of respect and fucking admiration possible when he sat down again twice in front of these stupid fucking idiots. But now, because he has bent the knee so fucking significantly and is publicly giving credit to this fucking orange fucking retard that is about to become president in less than 24 fucking hours, that did nothing. He has no presidential power. He has no influence on what the fuck is going to happen. He has no fucking authority over anything. That they are publicly giving him fucking credit for this. What the fuck other option do I have than to just assume that this was a fucking stunt? What other possible reason is there? I mean, it's beyond fucking words, man. I just have no. It seems set up, yeah, because I mean, like, it's just, oh, what, this just happened to happen, like, this just happened to take to come into effect. I think because Trump is getting sworn in at 12 in the afternoon. So at 12, like, p.m. Or is it like that he has to be sworn in by like 11:59 a.m. or something? Like he has to be sworn in by 12 p.m. or something like that. I'm a little bit kind of, I'm not, you know, I'm obviously not from the US, so I'm not 100% sure of the, rules, the kind of minutia rules on that, but I think it's something along those lines anyway. So, and I'm just trying to think of where I was and what time it was when we all kind of realized that TikTok was once again open to US users. It was literally 24 hours before Trump is due to take the office of the presidency, that this fucking comes back. And because of course then it has to be because of Trump, because he's going to be president in 24 fucking hours. But he's only going to be president in 24 hours. He's a private fucking citizen. He has no influence. Oh. Beck says that they knew that they were going to buy TikTok before that moment. That's not just a split decision. Yeah, look, absolutely. And look, if they're talking about, man, fucking, there's been rumors and people talking about Trump possibly buying TikTok. There's rumors talking about Elon Musk possibly buying TikTok, which I fucking hope doesn't happen. He's made an absolute train wreck dumpster fire of Twitter, so I can only imagine what the fuck he's going to do with TikTok. But there's also, I mean, like, Mr. Beast and like a bunch of other fucking billionaires have come together and have put in an offer to buy TikTok. So I mean, like, who the fuck knows what's going to happen? Out of the three possibilities that we've all kind of heard kind of floating around there, I'd like it to go to Mr. Beast and a bunch of fucking billionaires, because at least it won't be in the hands of these fucking oligarchs that are just going to twist and spin the fucking narrative and suppress any sort of left-leaning fucking voice. Anybody doing anything even remotely criticizing, like, that's like fucking criticizing Trump is going to immediately get fucking just squashed. You're never going to fucking see that video, especially if fucking Donald or fucking Elon buy it. So would I like to see it go into the hands, not even necessarily of a bunch of fucking billionaires, but I mean, given the like 3 options, it's the only like half decent one, so of the 3, I'll take it. I swear to fucking God, man, I like the amount of kind of just like otherwise genuine fucking anger that I have seen, that I have like felt and like have been trying to express in the last couple of days, not only over the fucking ceasefire deal that was Biden's fucking credit, and then like fucking TikTok, if he signs the executive order to delay the ban by 90 days, like fucking wonderful. Fucking wonderful, right? And if it's all sorted by then, if Mr. Beast and a bunch of other billionaires come together and buy TikTok and it stays there, happy days. Fucking wonderful. But until he signs the executive order, he should not, and definitely from me, is not going to get even an ounce of credit. Not even an ounce of it. Beck says, my point is they didn't decide to buy it because Trump mentioned it in the news. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think that Trump did mention it in a Truth Social post, or I don't know, like maybe that was Elon on Twitter. I don't know, but those are the 3 kind of rumors that I have heard anyway, that Trump was interested in buying it, that Elon was interested in buying it. And I mean, like, Mr. Beast put out a fucking like a fucking video, and he was saying, I'm here and just after talking to a bunch of fucking billionaires and we're all interested in going in on it. So Trump did mention it. Okay. I mean, like, maybe Elon mentioned it as well then. I'm not 100% sure, but oh my God, man, I just don't know. I genuinely, like, sincerely, the amount of fucking anger that I have felt, because it's just like, specifically more so to do with the like fucking ceasefire deal, honestly, because it's something that I'm like genuinely fucking care about, that I am like genuinely like so like completely and utterly fucking passionate about, that like we have been asking for God knows how fucking long, and also that like it's just such like a unbelievably fucking sensitive issue to try and navigate and to try and kind of get done. Just the sheer notion that like Trump would get any fucking undeserved credit for that is, I mean, like, it's just frankly just offensive to me. But genuinely, and I mean, it's the posts that I've seen on TikTok of people like literally thanking Trump. And in the comment section as well, almost everybody fucking licking his boots and being like, "Oh my God, isn't Trump absolutely fucking amazing? See, we told you that with Trump that we were gonna get no fucking wars. He has proposed invading Mexico, fucking Canada, fucking Greenland, and taking back the fucking Panama Canal. What in the name of fuck do you mean there's in favor of no fucking wars? What do you think, they're just gonna fucking bend over and say, yeah, and like Canada is just gonna say, yeah, no, take our fucking country, no problem, no problem. In the name of fucking Christ are we talking about? You think that they're just gonna fucking bend over and give over their fucking culture, their fucking heritage, their land, their people, their identity? You think that if fucking Denmark, Sweden, and fucking Norway, the 3 countries all there, if they all banded together, if they all grouped together and tried to buy the like fucking US, you think that the US government is just gonna go, all right, well, okay, well, if they have the money, so fucking, you might, like, Seriously? 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 Have we now got to the stage where countries are operating under such a fucking oligarchy of a system that we are actually talking sincerely, and we have to fucking, like, we have to take seriously the notion that we can just simply buy another country? My other thing, and this, it kind of ties into it, right? But are we seriously going to take all of what I have just said, that we are actually now seriously talking about buying countries, and no, the TikTok had to be taken down, the TikTok had to be banned, right? So I want to know when every single congressman, obviously Republican, who got together and put time, effort, sweat and tears into getting TikTok banned, I want to know when those exact same people are going to put that exact same amount of time, of effort, of blood, of sweat and of tears into stopping fucking child porn online, just getting rid of it, finding a way to investigate where the fuck it is, where it's being held, and get it off the fucking internet. I want to know when those same people are going to look into the opioid crisis that is currently going on in the US. I want to know when those same people are going to look at the national fucking tragedy that is homeless veterans and sort that out. I want to know when all of these people are going to look at all of these other first world countries. They all have much cheaper health insurance, and they have better health care and more health coverage. And when are we going to finally adopt a universal healthcare system? I want to know when each and every one of those are going to put that much effort into any of those issues that I've just raised. And I can guarantee you they're not going to, because they don't give a shit. They don't care. They don't give a fuck about you, me, anybody else. They don't give a shit. They just want their money. They want their power. They want their fucking so-called fucking success. They don't want to... They just... I don't know what the fuck else to say, guys. Trump's presidency hasn't even fucking started, and I've just gone on a 50-minute long fucking rant. It's gonna be a long fucking 4 years. It's gonna be a seriously long 4 years. Ugh. Jesus fucking Christ. Look, I'm going to leave it there before my blood pressure goes up too fucking much. I know it was only a very, very short stream. I don't normally stream of a Sunday, but just given what has happened in the last couple of days, I couldn't stream last night. I wanted to talk about the ceasefire deal. I wanted to talk about TikTok being banned. So, you know, fuck it. We're unusually live of a Sunday. So I just wanted to get that out there, and I wanted to get my kind of opinion across and stuff like that. I wanted to update you guys on what was happening and everything else. And so yeah, that's just what it is. Thank you so much to Beck, to Gio in the live chat. I genuinely, I love you both. I love everybody who is going to watch this and everything else. Stay tuned for the next 4 years, because I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to be covering this just along with you. That's not to say that it's going to be easy or nice or anything else, and that I'm not going to that this is going to be the only rant that I'm going to do in the next 4 years, because I can almost guarantee you it's not. Oh. But yeah. Thank you to absolutely everybody. Like, subscribe, do all of that YouTuber bollocks, and I shall talk to you in the next one.